Hi everyone, welcome back to From Virtuals to Vows talk show. We believe everybody is doing good. We believe everybody is fine, and we love, to say a shout out to our lovely fan, our lovely Nigeria wife out there. You know, we greet you all. As you all know, my name is Sam, and welcome to our show From Virtuals to Vows. Where we talk about long distance relationship and where we share cultural difference. Today's programs. Before I start, I want to say I appreciate all you guys for being there for us. For watching our show, for following us on our Instagram, for following us on our YouTube pages, Facebook pages, from Virtuals to Vows 24. That is the name of our YouTube channel. We appreciate you all, for being there for us, and we really appreciate your time. So today, we come up with a new program entirely. But today, we know Nigeria wife out there, want to learn about some of our language, which I'll be, teaching some basic Yoruba language to our Nigeria wife out there. In the way you greet your husband in Yoruba language, so you can be, communicating with your husband. When your husband is speaking his language, you can hear one or two things he's saying, so that you won't just be like, your husband hear your language, but you don't hear your husband language. So by the time you were able to understand your husband language and both of you understand each other language, it make the communication more flow and make it more sweet in the relationship or the marriage. So I'll be teaching some basic Yoruba language. Today. To start from, according to what I have on my screen here, I'm going to start on how to greet. How to speak Yoruba language, how to greet in Yoruba language. I'm going to be doing that, and I'll be interpreting those languages and speaking it. Like, for example, if you want to greet in the morning, like you want to greet your husband in the morning, we have Carol. Carol. The spelling is Karo. Carol. Carol means good morning. Good morning. Carol. Carol. It's very simple to pronounce. Carol. You just have to take your time. If you want to speak it or pronounce it. Carol. Carol simply means good morning. Carol simply means good morning. And I would like to add these tips. In Yoruba language, we have a way of greeting someone like your age mate. Like maybe you don't want to put respect. Like you don't want to put respect. You just want to greet the person as if you are greeting your age mate. That's when you use Carol. So if you want to greet someone with a respect, like you want to greet your husband and you want to add respect to it, I'm still going to come to that part. But I'm going to be teaching the way you greet someone of your age that you don't want to put respect to it. That one is Carol. Carol, it's just good morning. That's just the meaning of Carol. Carol is good morning, just good morning, just like the way you like. Hey, Sam, good morning. Then, hey, Sam, Carol. Good morning. For example, you can say, John, Carol. The meaning is John, good morning. The Carol is good morning. Oh, Paul, Carol. Simply means Paul, good morning. Or you can even use it like this, like Carol, Paul. Like, good morning, Paul. The Carol was before the Paul. Depends on how you want to arrange your sentences. Carol, Paul. Simply means good morning, Paul. If you use it this way, like Poor, Karo, simply means poor, good morning. I believe you understand what I'm trying to do here. So the word Karo is just 5 letter words. K-E-E-R-O-N. Karo. Karo simply means good morning. And if you want to pronounce it, you don't have to rush. You just have to take your time. Ka, ka, that K is going to sound like Karo. The ha is the A. Ha, double A. A, ha, ha. The R O is the ro. Like you want to spell how, you want to pronounce how, plus the O, how. So to join everything together, it's going to sound like Carol, Carol. Good morning. I know practice makes perfect. It doesn't matter if I know it is not your language. You might not pronounce it very well at the beginning. Believe me, you are trying. For you to have say something, do something, you try. The more you do it, they say practice make perfect. The more you learn it, the more you do it, the more you pronounce it, the more you get used to it, and the more you watch it. That's good morning mean Carol. So if you want to greet your husband, you're like Carol, my love. Carol, my husband. Good morning, my love. Good morning, my husband. That is how it means. Then we also have Carson. Carson simply means good afternoon. Good afternoon. Carson simply means good afternoon. Good afternoon. How do we spell Carson? Just 5 letter words. K-A-S-A-N. Carson simply means good morning, good afternoon. So how do we pronounce that Carson? It's just the way you pronounce Carol. Just a little bit changes there. K-A, which is let's speak it this way. The spelling of Carson is K-E-S-A-N. So you pronounce it this way like Ka, that is the K-A. Ka, you pronounce the K and the A together. Ka, then S-A-N, just like you want to spell sank, but let's remove the G at the back of it. Let's now pronounce it S-A-N. San, 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 san. Join those letters together, I'll be like Carson, Carson, Carson simply means good afternoon. Good afternoon. Carson, you have to your pronunciation, you have to relax, balance yourself. You don't have to stress yourself to pronounce it, you understand? Carson. If you speak it to Yoruba person, they simply know what you are trying to say. Carson means good afternoon. Carson means good afternoon. Like you come back from work and your husband, you met your husband at home, you can like, my husband Carson simply means my husband, good afternoon. Or my love Carson simply means my love, good afternoon. Or you say like, Carson, my husband, good afternoon, my husband. That's the meaning. So that Carson is good afternoon. Good afternoon. Like I said, it is very easy to pronounce. The letters are very simple. It is not this kind of gibberish language that you can't even pronounce it, you can't even spell them. The Yoruba language is something you can spell, you understand? K-E-S-A-N. You pronounce it Carson. Carson. Good afternoon. So I believe you got that. I believe you can do it. You're very smart. Yeah, you're very smart. I know you guys are brilliant. So we also have how we greet people in the evening, like let me say around 4-5. We call it evening, that's evening time. So we pronounce it this way. If you want to greet someone in the evening around 4-5, When you greet someone in the afternoon, that should be around 1, 2. That is the afternoon. You understand? Let's consider that as afternoon. But when it starts getting to 4, 5, 6, we consider that as evening. You understand? So to greet someone in Yoruba language during the evening time, we pronounce it this way. Ku irole. I know people might want to find that side a little bit difficult, but believe me, you can do it. Ku irole. Ku irole. Simply the pronunciation and the spelling is this: Ku I how O L E. So to pronounce it, Ku irole simply means good evening. Ku irole simply means good evening. You know, it is not a sentence that you're going to join together. The KU is the first letter, space sorry, KU is the first letter, space I have OLE. Ku irole, good evening. Ku irole, good evening. Hey, my husband, good evening. Hey, my husband, ku irole, ọkọ mi. I'm still coming there, I'm just bringing it pieces by pieces. So by the time I start getting to advanced level, you can, simply find it so easy. So, ku irole simply means good evening. Ku irole, you don't fast, don't be in a hurry to pronounce it. Just like ku irole, just very calm. Ku irole, ọkọ mi. Ku irole, my husband. Ku irole, my husband simply means good evening, my husband. Good evening, my husband. Hey, good evening. You're trying to say, hey, ku irole. Ku irole simply means good evening. Paul, ku irole. You are saying what you're trying to say is Paul, good evening. But you're saying ku irole, Paul. Good evening, Paul. Paul, ku irole. The meaning is Paul, good evening. And if you use it this way, like ku irole, Paul, it simply means good evening, Paul. So I believe you're going to get that. Although I'm going to put the written part on the screen so you guys can see the spelling and the meaning. So I believe you can do it. You're very smart for that. Yeah, I believe you can do it. Let me come again. Ku irole means good evening. My husband. Ku irole simply means my husband. Good evening. Good evening. Or ku irole, my husband. It simply means good evening, my husband. So ku irole simply means good evening. So that's good. So we also have the way we greet at night. Yeah, we have the way we greet in the morning. We have the way we have the way we have a word for the way we greet in the morning. We have the way we have the sentences for how we greet in the afternoon. We have the one we greet in the evening. Now we have the one we greet in the night. You see the sentence um the sentence we use in greeting in the night is the same as you saying good night when you are going to bed. Oh, sorry. The way we greet in the night is the same is just the same way of saying good night. So, like for example, if I want to greet you or greet someone at night, I will say kale, kale. The spelling goes like this: Kale. So the meaning is good night. Kale. good night. Kale, good night. Kale, good night. Kale, good night. So Kale simply means good night. Kale simply means you're greeting the person just like the way you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. You understand? So, sometimes when you use good night in English, maybe you and someone are together towards in the night and you want to depart, you can say, okay, see you tomorrow, good night. You understand? So that's why I first use that statement that they almost want to be similar. So let's say it's the same thing anyway, but Kale simply means good night. Maybe you went to visit a friend and it was in the night and you're about to leave the premises. It's just like, okay, see you tomorrow, see you tomorrow, Paul. Good night. See you. Good night. Or maybe you are going to bed. You can also say that to your loved one, like, okay, love you, babe. Good night. You know that good night is almost similar to it's similar to Kale. So when you want to greet people at night in Yoruba, you say Kale. Kale. So in Yoruba, we have a way. Have a way in greetings in a respectful way. Maybe people older than you that you want to give them respect, or your husband and you want to greet them with respect in their language. There is a way you do that. But this what I'm teaching you guys now is how to greet someone of your age or someone you just want to greet like you don't want to respect in it, you understand? But I'm still coming to the respect part. You understand? So, that's our culture in Yoruba. You understand? So I'm just trying to share all these things with our lovely people out there in Nigeria, to learn, so we can have this cultural exchange, so we can understand each other, and we make the communication more slower. All these things are necessary. You understand? So believe me, we can do it. I know you're very big about that. So to come back to what I'm saying, Kale simply means good night. Kale, good night. Kale, good night. So I also have something here which I believe is very important. When you're about to go to bed and you and your spouse is on the bed, or your loved one, you just want to tell them, okay, see you tomorrow. You understand? See you tomorrow. Okay, Paul, I love you. See you tomorrow. Sweet dream. That's see you tomorrow. We in Yoruba language, if you want to say that, like you want to say, okay, time for bed. See you tomorrow. But in Yoruba language, if you want to say that, we use Yoruba word like Odaro. Odaro. Odaro spelling is O D double A R O. O D double A R O. O for orange, D for dog, A for apple, double A, R for rod, O for orange. So O D double A R O. Odaro. Odaro simply means that see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Like time for bed, you use that statement for like you're going to bed. Okay, I'm tired now. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow. That see you tomorrow is Odaro. Odaro. It can be like, Paul, Odaro, I want to sleep. You understand? Oh, John, Odaro, I want to go to bed. I want to sleep. I'm trying to be dramatic here, but sorry. I like to speak with action. I like to speak and being dramatic, and express how. So express this in a way people can understand what I'm trying to illustrate here. I illustrate with my hands and stuff like that. Pardon me for that. So Odaro simply means see you tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Or maybe you were about to depart with someone. Maybe you went somewhere, you were about to be there, and it's towards late in the night. You can just say the person, okay, bro, Odaro, see you tomorrow. So Odaro simply means see you tomorrow. That's just the meaning. Odaro, see you tomorrow. That's the meaning. Odaro simply means see you tomorrow. So that's the meaning of Odaro. I hope you guys get me, and I believe you get me. We can do it. But the best practice is when you want to speak on this language, pronounce on this language, don't rush yourself. Just take your time. Karo. Good morning. You know, it's very simple. Any language that you can easily spell it, it will be very easy for you to pronounce and understand. You understand? You know, these are letters that you can spell A, B, C, D, E. You understand? So you can do it. So let me do a recap. Like Karo simply means good morning. Ekaro, Ekason simply means good afternoon. Kuirole simply means good evening. Kale simply means good night. Odaro simply means see you tomorrow. So now, to put it in a respectful way, if you want to greet your husband, you know, to put it in a respectful way. You see, at the back of the okay, do something here. 1 minute. So to do it in a respectful way, and you want to greet your husband, you know, which I expect that's the way you're supposed to greet your husband. You know, when you say Karo, you know, it's like you are greeting someone older than and someone of a child to you, you know, of the boy. But in Yoruba land, when you want to use that for someone older than you or your husband, you know, both husband and wife, you know, have to share respect for each other. Husband respects his wife respects her husband. So if you want to greet your husband and you want to put it in a respectful way, that Karo, you pronounce it like this. Karo. You know, before Karo spelling was K-E-E-R-O. So now the spelling will now turns to E-K-E-E-R-O. So you have to pronounce that E with Karo. So it's going to sound like this. Ekaro. Ekaro. That is good morning. It's still good morning. But that letter E make it, you know, make the person you are greeting feel you respect him. Ekaro. Ekaro. You know, it is letter E, but in Yoruba language, you want to pronounce E, you pronounce it E, E. In English, it's E. In Yoruba, it's E. So, you know, in English, it's E. Like, you pronounce it towards up, but in Yoruba, you pronounce it down. E, E, E. So, it's going to sound like if you want to greet your husband in the morning, oh, Ekaro, my love. That is good morning, my love. Ekaro, my queen. Good morning, my queen. Ekaro, Tunji. Good morning, Tunji. So that is in a respectful way. So if you want to do the same thing in the afternoon, you know, the letter the spelling for Kason is Kasan. You know, that is Kason, the afternoon. You know, Kason is just greeting someone casually. Hey, Kason. Hey, bro, Kason. Hey, Thompson, Kason. You know, that one does not have the respect in it. But if you want to do it in a respectful way, you want to greet your husband in a respect, and you want your husband to feel special, the way your husband is treating you special. You say, Ekason. You still put that E in it. Ekason means good afternoon. It's still the same good afternoon. But that E make it more respect, make the person you are greeting feel you respect him, or you make him feel special. You know, that oh, my wife respects me. You understand? And if your wife is doing that to you, then you too need to respect your wife. You understand? So it has to, both of you have to come on the same level. So you don't disrespect your wife. So both of you need to respect each other. So Ekason simply means good afternoon. So the E have to be joined with Ekason, with Kason. So now the spelling is Ekason. Ekason simply means good afternoon. So the same thing applicable um to Kuirole. You understand? So if you want to greet someone good evening, before I said if you want to greet someone good evening, you say Kuirole. But if you want to add respect to it, and you want the person you are greeting to feel so special that you respect him, you pronounce it like Ekurole. You know, the air is still there. You just add the air now. Before it's Kurole. But now it has to be Ekurole, meaning that my love, Ekurole, my love, good evening. You understand? My love is still the same good evening in meaning. It's still the same meaning in English, like good evening. So if you want to greet your husband and you want to respect him and you want to use his language to communicate with him so that it can be like, oh, now my wife is not speaking my language, you know, we love that. You know, you can use it like my love, Ekurole. In English is my love, good evening. It's still the same good evening, but that air you have to the Yoruba language to make it more, you know, respectful when you're greeting your husband, making it feel special. Ekurole. You understand? That is it. So the only difference there is that you're not adding E in front of every sentence, like a cool a castle, a car. You need to get it. So the same thing applicable to Kale, like good night. Yes, you just add the letter E and say Ekale. Ekale. So the spelling now is now Ekale. So Ekale simply means Ekale, my husband. In English, simply means good night, my husband. It's still the same good night. But I'm adding some sentences, you know, to join everything together so you can really get a picture of the meaning of those Yoruba sentences. That's why I use Ekale, my husband. So then I now pronounce it in English. Simply means that good night, my husband. So you can like Ekale, my king. Good night, my queen. So that is for, you know, adding respect to it. But it doesn't applicable to Odaro. You know, Odaro is Odaro. Odaro simply means see you tomorrow. You know, see you tomorrow, I'm going to bed. Okay, my love, Odaro. That is for Odaro. So Odaro simply means see you tomorrow. Odaro, see you tomorrow. That's the meaning. So let me do a quick recap. We start with Ekaro. That is if you are not adding respect to it. Ekaro simply means sorry. Karo. That's if you are not adding respect to it. You know, maybe you just want to greet someone of the kids, someone of your age, someone of your friend, you know. You can Carol simply means good morning. Carol simply means good morning. Carson simply means good afternoon. Kuirole simply means good evening. Kale simply means good night. Odaro simply means see you tomorrow morning. See you tomorrow morning. Odaro. So let me recap it again so you can understand. Karo simply means good morning. Carson simply means good afternoon. Kuirole simply means good evening. Kale simply means good night. Odaro simply means see you in the morning. So now, to add respect to all these sentences, like you want to greet your husband, you want to greet someone other than you, maybe your husband, dad, or mom, some of their family members, you want to greet them, and you want them to feel special and respect them. You know, that's when you have the E, then the Karo will now sound like this. Ekaro, meaning good morning. Ekason, meaning good afternoon. Ekurole simply means good evening. Ekale simply means good night. Odaro is Odaro. See you every morning. That is the name of Odaro. So let me recap it again. Ekaro simply means good morning. That is when you put respect to your duty, to the elders, to the family of your husband. Maybe his father, his mom, his grandfather, his uncle. You want them to feel special that you respect them, or you want your husband to feel special that you respect him. That's when you use a car, good morning. That's when you also use a son, good afternoon. That's when you also use a good evening. That's when you also use a good night. Then your Odaro is Odaro. That is see you in the morning. So thank you everyone. Thank you. We really appreciate your time. More and more of this video is still gonna be coming up. I'm bringing up from the basics so that it can be easy for you guys to learn and pronounce this. I believe you can do it because I believe you guys are very smart. It's a word that you can spell and you can pronounce. You don't have to rush yourself when you pronounce all this language. Just take your time, pronounce it slowly. You know, with time you're gonna get there. Slow and steady with the race. You can do it. You're very intelligent. Thank you. My name is Sam. My name is Sam, as you all know, and from our YouTube channel, from virtuals to vows 24. That is the name of our and the links to our YouTube channel. Please go on our YouTube channel, follow us, like our page. We are also on Facebook page, from virtuals to vows. So that is the name of our Facebook and our Facebook. That's our Facebook page. Please do follow on our Facebook page too and like our videos. More and more good videos going to be coming up. Also, follow us on TikTok, like our video, share. We love you all. Thank you. Bye.